Anybody who knows me will tell you that I have the biggest teddy bear collection in the world. I love teddy bears, Care Bears. I'm into just colors and cute things. That is my aesthetic. One of the things that I learned from doing readings for all of these years is that using cute decks is always smart, especially when you know that you have a reading with someone who is really upset. If you have somebody who just got out of a divorce or is in a divorce or infidelity situation or something wrong with their child, if you have somebody that's going through hardship, struggle, strife of any kind, as a reader, you take in that energy, and sometimes these readings get very depressing, seriously. And having a beautiful deck with fun themes on it doesn't stop you from feeling the person at all, but it does keep you from being so, it keeps me anyway, I'm going to speak for myself, it keeps me from being so sad. It keeps my mood a little lighter, a little hopeful is the word that comes to mind. So you could imagine how excited I was when the company Tevada Tarot agreed to partner with me. I'm like, are you serious? I'm so excited because they have the cutest decks. And today I'm going to show you the theme part tarot. Now, let me do the introduction and then I'm going to tell you all about this company and about this particular deck. I am QueenAusetHeru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and pass it on to anybody and everybody who might like it as well. Please leave us a positive comment in the comment section. Let us know, do you have any cute decks and when do you like to use them? And if you would like to get a reading done, please email me or hit me up on social media. All of my personal information, including my Amazon wish list if you want to send me a gift, or my Cashapp and my PayPal if you want to send a donation to the channel. Let's see what else is under there. My Ask an Aquarius and ArchAngel Michael merchandise and my Patreon is all underneath this video. So please check it out. So let's get back to this awesome company. So Tevada Tarot sent me this beautiful deck as a gift for the purposes of doing an honest review. And that's exactly what we're getting ready to do. Tevada Tarot, some of you may have even noticed them on Etsy. But today I am going to give you their direct website. Underneath this video at the very top, I'm going to give you their direct website and the direct link to purchase this deck in case you want to. Now, if this deck is not your cup of tea, there are a lot of adorable decks on their site. So check out the website. And today I was there checking it out and I noticed that they have a sale going on. And you guys know I love a good sale. So until November 30th, 2022, their decks are on sale. So check that out. All right, I think we're ready. Now, mind you, this deck came wrapped in plastic, but it's not in the plastic anymore because I was recording this video earlier and a god-awful alarm went off. And I had to come back later and re-record it. So, you'll see the deck comes in a tuck box, which I managed not to totally destroy. Let me show you the back of the box. We have the author, the artist, and it's made in Thailand. And let me see what's on the side of the box. It tells us how many cards are in there. You saw the front in the very beginning. Well, and my number. Okay. Awesome. So I guess I got deck number 530, I think. All right. So before I get into it, the first thing I'm going to show you are the backs. This is so cute. It's a ticket to a theme park. Isn't that adorable with the pink back? Oh, I'm in love already. The deck, let me show you the card. The thickness, look at that. This is not a thin card, but it's not so thick. Let me just show you. Nice spring to it, right? And this is the size of it. Now, next to me, I pulled out a standard. Let me show you this. This first card here is not the Fool, but this is a card in the deck that I'm going to leave in there. So if somebody gets that, I know that they need to party a little bit more than they are. So here's my standard size tarot deck. We're going to compare the two. So a standard tarot deck is a little taller, but about the same width, as you can see. Okay, so a really decent size, I feel like, especially like a lot of people tell me they have small hands. So if you have small hands, this deck is going to be awesome for you. So like I said, this is the first card that comes up. I'm going to keep that in there. That is perfect. That is perfect. I love it. Now we're going to get into the major arcana. As you can see, they have a little bit of gloss, not much, just a little bit. And you can also see here that these cards are not the standard Rider-Waite-Smith clone, which I love. I mean, all of the elements are here. Every last one of them is here. Aww. But it's reimagined in its own way, and they're really taking us into this theme park. Look at the look at the ice creams. Oh, and the balloons. Oh, this is so cute. They're really taking you into this theme park theme. I mean, they went all in with it. I love it. Look at that emperor. And he's riding a ram. You know how you get on the merry-go-round? It's usually horses. But of course, the emperor must have a ram. I love it. Oh, look at her. Oh, I love it. Anybody who's ever been to a theme park before, you're going to recognize a lot of these images and just the motifs. It's always someplace for lovers. There's always a merry-go-round. The flags flying, the roller coasters in the background. I mean, it's just awesome. And it's really cute. I love the way that they take the symbolism. Whoever did this, they must have, oh, look at the hermit. And look at the light over his head. The hermit always has a light, and this one has the light over his head instead of a lantern in his hand. And that's what I mean, is that whoever did this clearly had an understanding of tarot. Clearly. Because they're not just throwing, any, image. The image fits. It really does. It's not exactly the same as our Rider-Waite-Smith images, which I can appreciate. But it still has, oh, you know how the rod turns upside down? Oh my God. Yeah, it doesn't have the exact, like clone, as I would call some of those, like that one I just showed you is a clone, a Rider-Waite-Smith clone. This is not a clone. It does tap into the same symbols, some of the same symbols and some of the same images, but it does it in its own very clever, very modern, very playful, very artistic kind of way. The colors are amazing and awesome, and the way they feel, like they feel so soft, and I don't know what that finish is called, if it's a petal or it feels buttery to me. Oh, one of them broke. Uh-oh. That's definitely a Tyra moment. In the middle of a skit and it breaks. Now let me show you something. I want to show this to you guys. This is the star. So you all know I'm Aquarius, and the star is the Aquarius card. So every zodiac sign has their own card. So remember I told you that they seem to do their own thing, but at the same time they have the same Rider-Waite-Smith imagery. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about, right? This is the Rider-Waite-Smith clone. It looks exactly like the Rider-Waite-Smith, except for the young lady is African American or of African descent. The Rider-Waite-Smith, everybody is of European descent, or they look like they're of European descent. So that's the only thing that changes really is the culture of the person that's in the card. So if you get a standard Rider-Waite-Smith, this is pretty much what you're looking at. Now, in this one, it's totally different, but you still have the star. You see? Oh, careful, careful. Let me get that to the side. There you are. Now you guys can see. You still have the star. You see? So the star is the most important part. And then you have the two, one, see how one has one and one has the other one? But in the star, she has both of them in each hand. So you still have the imagery, but it's just totally reimagined in a very creative and new way, which I love. Here's the moon. I really enjoy the moon because of the mirrors, the illusion. So they're really tapping into every they're pushing all my buttons. They're tapping into every soft spot I have. Now, a lot of people ask me, well, who can I use this deck with? Baby, you can use this deck with anybody. You can use this deck with anybody. Sometimes I have people come to me, especially in person. I don't do a lot of in-person readings, but when I did, I would have people come to me that were terrified. I mean, they were terrified. They had never had a reading before. They didn't know what I was going to say. You know, the only time they've ever seen a tarot reading was on like Tales from the Crypt or, you know, some kind of horror movie. So they have no idea what I'm going to talk about. They're deathly afraid. But I feel like a lot of times when I pull out one of these QT decks, they automatically relax. You know, it is like, okay, maybe this isn't going to be so bad, you know. So, oh, it's closed and they're crying. That is so cute. That is perfect for the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is heartache, you know. Usually you see a heart that's been pierced. But in this case, we have the little babies outside sad. Oh, it's closed. He's comforting. Well, I don't know if it's a boy or a girl, but they're comforting each other. I love their characters. They seem like they're very close. Ah, lion and tiger. And I guess that is, I don't know, was that a bull? Okay. And the backgrounds are just so perfect. Like what's going on in the background perfectly fits their faces and what's going on. Uh-oh, they get ready to go into the fun house. Moving on to fun times. I don't know. Certain things like that used to scare me at the theme park. At the carnival, the theme park. I was scared. I would be scared of the fun house. Wow. Doesn't this look like a fun theme park though? I mean, it looks like the kind of place where you really would have a good time. Let's see. Alright, this one is sticking a little bit to that one, but not bad at all. They came apart without ripping or anything. Aww. Yeah. So it seems as if the bear and the bunny are the main characters. Oh, I had to tell you guys. I don't know if I mentioned this already, so I'm going to mention it again. This deck has a guidebook, but it's online. It is a digital guidebook. So when you purchase this deck, that's how you get the guidebook. And the interesting thing, another interesting thing about this company is when I talked to him and he sent out the deck to me, it came in a record amount of time. I'm in Costa Rica, so I'm used to things taking quite a while to get to me, but this did not. It got to me in like, it was very quick. I'm like, was he walking to the post office as I was giving him the address? Because that's how fast it came. It came super quick. And their process is awesome. As soon as you buy something from them, they send you a confirmation email. Then they send you an email when it actually ships with the tracking number. Oh, that is so cute. I love the Two of Cups. And those of you who order things a lot know that a tracking number is like gold. I order from a lot of companies that do not offer a track. Well, I was getting ready to say I don't anymore, but I used to order from companies, and not having a tracking number is whoosh, impossible. If you don't have a tracking number, it's really hard. It makes it much more difficult if something happens to your package. I'm loving the ice cream. The ice cream is really doing it for me. I love the balloons. Just awesome. So right after the tracking number came, like lightning, the deck came. So you're not going to wait very long. Somebody was saying to me, like, since it's from Thailand, is it a long wait? I think it was made in Thailand. These clearly had to have been, close by, because they came to my P.O. box in Florida very quickly. So you don't have to worry about it taking, forever before your deck is going to arrive. It's going to arrive in a very timely fashion. And the customer service was excellent. Every time I emailed, like to ask a question or to say something, I immediately got a response, like the same, within not even long. It was definitely the same day, but it wasn't even many hours. It was like pretty quick. This company's quick. I love a quick company that, respects my time. And this company definitely respects your time and money. I'm sold on the cups. I'm sold. That's too. Whenever I look at a deck, I look for the cups, and I look for the star. I look for the High Priestess. I look for the Temperance card and the Queen of Swords. And if those cards are on point, I will at least look at the rest of the deck. That's my criteria right there, though. Those cards have to be on point. And if the cups suit is adorable like this one is, oh my God, I'm on it. I am definitely on it. I really enjoy the thickness of these cards, because I'm somebody who, I don't mind thin cards. I don't. I have several very thin decks. And a lot of times the thin decks actually shuffle the best. But this card stock is awesome. I have the feeling, based on these, that they're going to last. This deck is going to last quite some time. Like certain decks I have, they very quickly start to show signs of wear and tear. I don't expect that from this card stock at all, because it's so sturdy. I like it a lot. I have certain decks, I won't say which ones, but I have certain decks that are so stiff that I can't even shuffle them. So it really deters me, to grab for them, because why am I going to reach for a deck I can't really shuffle? When I have so many that shuffle like butter. So if you're out there and you're making a deck, remember shuffleability. I don't even know if that's a word, but I think it's a word. And if it's not, I'm coining the term today. Make sure that your deck is able to be shuffled. I don't mind big cards. Some people do, but I don't mind big cards. And I don't mind smaller cards. So the size, it really depends on the artwork. What I like about this deck is that the artwork is the perfect size for the card and is borderless. Oh, I stand a borderless deck. So that's another tip for you if you're making a deck. A lot of people are like me and they love borderless decks. I think that if I was offering a deck and I had the money and the means, I would offer the deck with and without borders. Because you have a lot of people who have a preference for one or the other. And for me, I will buy a deck that has borders, and I will buy a deck that does not have borders. But my preference, if at all possible, my preference is to get one that does not have borders. So I love the pinks with the queens. It's so cute. But yeah, that's my preference, even though I will use both kinds, because I have some decks that have a border that are just beautiful. So I'm not going to not use it. You can forget that. But if I have my, if I have my say, or if somebody asks me, look at the bubblegum machine. Oh, I can't wait to use this deck in a reading. I am really impressed. I want to thank Tavada Tarot for sending me this gorgeous gift and for partnering with me to do this awesome video. I feel privileged. I really feel privileged to have this deck. This is adorable. And after showing it to you guys, I'm going to cleanse my deck. Someone asked me when I first get a deck, what do I do with my deck? I cleanse them. After I, look at them and, look at the art and admire it, I cleanse them. I take some kind of smoke. I do a smoke cleanse. Either I use locally sourced Palo Santo or sage, frankincense and myrrh. I have a whole bag of that I got a long time ago. There's like a pound of it. I love that. Oh, I love the bubble gums. And I just wave them through the smoke. I just do a smoke cleanse. Because think about it like this. Your deck has traveled a long way to get to you. And you don't know who's had their hands on it, what kind of energy or intentions that person had. It could have been, the mailman could have, been negative or having a bad day. I mean, you never know. So with spiritual items, I always cleanse them no matter what it is. So this will not be, any exception. My oracle and tarot cards get cleansed generally before I even use them. I usually just look at them. So like I said before, if you're somebody who really needs the guidebook, there is a link to it so you can use it. But I don't feel like I need a guidebook for these. If you already know how to read tarot, you're not going to need a guidebook because all of the images fit so carefully into the tarot system that you're already going to know. Oh, you're already going to know how to read these. Look at that. Look at him with his pentacles. I love it. And then they have another extra card. So there's 2 extra cards. See you again. So this one is telling you bye-bye. Come back soon. So we have 2 extra cards. We have, or was that just one? Yeah, let's have fun was the first one. So we have 2 extra cards. And I'm going to leave them in. I'm going to leave them in the deck and let them have their own special meaning based on what I intuitively feel. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the Theme Park Tarot. So, as I stated before, I love this deck. It is gorgeous. It is a 10 out of 10. Seriously. I know I'm going to be using it a lot. It is adorable. And like I said before, please check out Tavada Tarot. Check out their website underneath here. Please shop with confidence, knowing that they're going to respect your purchase. Okay? Thank you guys so much for being here and for checking out this cute deck with me. And remember, if you would like me to read you with this adorable deck, you can always catch me online. All right, guys. See you later.